Hello, Diargos here. Welcome back to my Factorio series, a Manhattan project. So, the last couple of episodes, I have been rendering my previously recorded video while recording the game, while playing the game, and also while uploading the previously rendered video. So I've got a whole bunch of things going on my computer all at once, and not to mention the fact that the space has gotten quite big. You can see the save right there, it took forever. You can see my FPS and UPS have dropped to about 50 instead of being 60. And just for people who don't know, this is frames per second, so that's like you can kind of look at these bots as they fly, right? There's 60 frames. There's 60, if it was a flip book, there'd be 60 pages being flipped per second, right? And the UPS is the logic version of that. It's updates per second. So every time that ore changes position on the belt, right, it's updating its position. That happens hopefully 60 times per second. But if it's lower than this, really the updates is the important one. If I have an assembler that assembles something in 1 second, say it assembles 10 of something, right, in 1 second, it's really not running in 1 second in real life. It's 50 or it's whatever 50 seconds is, a sixth of that, slower, essentially. And so over time that builds up, of course, and things just run slower, and the FPS makes the lag, causes the lag, which I'm starting to slightly feel. It's not too bad, and I have a pretty decent computer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to optimize some of this going forward. I know that's kind of like a little late to the game for thinking about that, but not really, because there's no pollution in this game. It's completely turned off, right? No pollution at all, and that's a big thing for ups, because what pollution does is it activates biter nests. This one's probably active because he's close to me, but in these distant chunks where I can't see yet and there's biters out there, they are not actually active. They're not doing anything because pollution is what activates them. So if you turn that off, you don't have to worry about it. And additionally, I also turned off the fact that they don't breed, so there's less updates. There's almost no updates going on, I imagine, with the biter nests, other than the evolution, which is, I think, still turned on. So I have been worrying about that since the beginning. I knew I was going to be doing a big base this game. So something I'm going to do is I'm actually going to disable these furnaces. I'm going to start moving over the copper and iron plate from over here, or I'm still going to be doing that. It's just been doing that, right? But we're not going to be processing using these furnaces anymore. So we're going to start the slow process of moving over from this base to the Oak Ridge facility. Now I still have a lot of ore here, right, on belts. I would like to convert these over to be the logistical miners with somebody in the comments suggested I do beacons, and I am planning on doing that. I do have this, where is it, this blueprint right here, right? So I want to make a bigger version of this with the chest, the logistics chest, but also have efficiency modules in them and speed beacons, I think, in them as well. I might not do efficiency modules because those are the power saving ones, and I might just care about like getting more out faster. I don't know, we'll see. But before I do that, I kind of need to take care of a lot of other stuff. So we're going to disconnect all this stuff and start relying on our furnaces that are beaconed over there in Oak Ridge. And I do think I want to turn these off so I can kind of just let this drain out. And we'll get the ore later when we come and fix these up, I think. Let's disconnect that. There's a lot of ore here on the belts. So let's just see what happens. I can always turn these back on. Oh my goodness, you see this? I think that's fine. It looks fine, but I hope I meant to do that. Let's disconnect it right there. This guy's so piddly, it doesn't really matter. Disconnect right there. I'm doing this for iron and for copper. Even though these aren't done yet, we're gonna get these. They're mostly tapped, but not quite finished. We will get all of this stuff though. And I want to disable these, even though I just put them up, because I put down the plate more recently. All right. I'm gonna let them kind of drain down a bit. I'm copying over the. There we go. Make sure no new ones come. Okay. Those are all empty, so they won't get any new ore. Oh, and I think steel. Oh, did I just disconnect steel? I did. That's why I disconnected. Right over there. Okay. Yeah. Well, I guess that's fine. That's fine. All right, let's disconnect you here, here. Here. This is going to take a while to bleed out, but that's fine. We will. There's no rush. The UPS is not that bad, but kind of want to be a little proactive here since we are switching over to bots. Now, bots are better actually than belts. So all these belts have to update. Every single belt has to update everywhere in the game. 60 times a second, right? It's too much. So bots actually are more optimized, they're more performant than belts when it comes to updating, believe it or not. Or so I've read, like, I don't know how long ago. A year ago. I don't know if this, maybe it's changed, but I don't think it has. I think it's one of those fundamental things. Okay, so now we want to make sure that all these... we don't want to request any more plates over here. And we'll recycle those that are finished. And I think we'll be good. How many do I have? I need to get... I don't have my bots on me. Let's... Okay. Hopefully I'll get most of these. I'm trying to select only half at a time because I only have 50 bots. So like that one, some other bot grabbed. These. Those last two up there still have plates in them. That. Man. Bots are, jeez, it's so thick. Okay. Alright. We've got a couple hundred there, I think. I cannot see. Like, oh man, that's great. Right. I like that at least my mouse cursor is above the bots. I still hear clicking and clacking. Man, it just got quiet. Why is it so quiet? I would feel like I would hear more bots going. Right, and music. Walk over here and... That's full. I want to hear something. There we go. So I can hear that. I was just worried that maybe... Oh, here we go. So I can't hear this. Okay, I was worried like maybe... And there goes the music. I was thinking like I turned off my audio or something. But I literally am playing this game right after the last game, so I don't know what that would have done. Okay, now it's getting dark, so I can't even see. Let's finish this one up, and then we can go lay down some of the assemblers. It's kind of like I have to wait a little bit because I put down so much that all the beacons and they just need time to be remade. They don't have the speed yet. That's why we're switching over. Okay. I think I got everything. Alright. And I'll pick you up too. Oh. One more right there. Okay. So now the bots are gonna be busy, but the belts are still, there's still a lot of belts in this game, right? So I'm gonna have to pick these belts up to optimize. And another thing, by the way, while I'm on this subject, is if you do underground belts instead of regular belts, you can do it like this, and they should go longer if you have blue and the new version, the new patch. That's more performant than just a straight belt as well, because it only updates the actual entities, not the underground part. Okay, time to turn off. Jeez Louise, guys, go away. I don't even want you anymore. All right, where to put? Now here's the question: where to put the assembly stuff? Maybe like right here. Leave a gap right there, and then kind of start under here. I mean, like, this would be more than enough, I think, for everything I need. Kind of a long row here. So it would start right here, I think. Now I want to keep it even with this, so let's come down here. Did I say half? Half of a lane like that? I think that'd be good. Maybe like right here. Let's do the equal amount here. So this is... Oh shoot, didn't mean to do that. Trying to just measure. Okay, so this is 1 plus a square. So 1 plus a square right there. That kind of gives me some balance there. Okay, I think that looks good. And I'm out. All right, that's good. I got the corner. That's what I need. All right, so let's disconnect you. We're gonna put some guys down here now. And we're gonna build everything we can build. So we're gonna need a lot. In fact, how many do we need? We need... All right, we might not build everything we can build, because I don't need wooden chests or small electric poles. So it means I don't even need wood. I'll use wood as fuel. I don't want iron chests either. I do want steel, so we need to make this. We need to make... We don't need to make red belt, I think. Because red belt doesn't get used anywhere. We need to make everything else but red belt, right? No, red belt does get... What am I saying? It just gets used here. These use yellow belt. Yeah, all those use yellow belt. Okay. Because they're getting the splitters and undergrounds, which weirdly enough, I would think you would put red belt in that, but you don't. Okay, so yeah, I want basically 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Can make some of that. 4, 6, 7, 28, 29, 30. Oh. All of these 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why not? I'll make that. Goes elsewhere. So that's 45 just from this page. Not a whole lot from here, probably. Like that, these will have, some of these will have their own separate, like the robot parts or that stuff. But there will be some stuff. Obviously, the circuits will be huge. They'll be their own own circuit facility, and then not a whole lot from here. We're definitely going to make some atom bombs. Okay, so let's start with like just the idea of like 45 from this page, what that's going to mean for how many we need to make. I'm going to go back and count the rest, but okay, so one space there and one space there, right? That was the idea. Oh man, it's kind of hard to tell. What is going on? Oh, that was weird. Color just looks so weird. Because it's all orange zone, right? Is that right? That's one space? Oh no, that's not one space. That one space? No, that's two spaces, right? What? I guess I stuttered. I guess the save threw me off last time because I thought I had it. That's one space. Right, yeah, so see the yellow line? There's a square above it. Okay. Alright. So let's see how many this turns out to be. How far do I want to go? Probably to right here. So if I get that power pole, I've gone too far. One more? Yeah, one more. Okay. I can't count this yet because I would count it with a blueprint and you have to build them out first. But we'll let that build and then come back and probably make like several rows of these at least. I imagine. I'm just gonna dump another chest right here. A lot of concrete. We'll come gather it later. How's this looking? Looking good. I'm gonna go grab some more hazard stuff while that builds out and build this. And then once we have all of the logistical stuff over and we've got red, green, and blue circuits being made in the factory, basically everything we're making now, but over here in Oak Ridge, at that point, we destroy the second base and we start building modules for rockets and start doing infinite science and do some build like where we're firing off as many rockets as we can, you know, every minute. I don't know how scaled up we'd have to get with that. I've never done like one of the 1 rocket per second builds, but we can go for something like that. And then, oh boy, brother. I'll leave that there for now. That's kind of funny. Yeah, it's because I didn't have an extra square to catch the concrete. What I was saying is like this, that will probably be the end of the series, I imagine. Once we get to like launching 1 rocket per second, but I mean, unless I can think of anything else I want to do. I already have some ideas for the next couple of series, but haven't given them a whole lot of thought yet. Yeah, so I think that's the edge. I'm gonna wait and see because I might add 1 or take 1 off, because if this is like 49, then I'm gonna add 1 and make it 50. If it's like, it's not 49, but if it's I don't know, I want to get it to a nice round number. That's really all it is. I might take some away. Okay, so I'm thinking about that, and then what else is on the to-do list? Right, we need to start thinking about the storage area, and I have some thoughts on that. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to segregate my logistics network. I'm going to come up with another logistics network for ore mining, and I know that there's It's a little tricky right now because I've already have this whole grid. This is all one logistics network, right? And I don't think I want to separate it, but I might. And the idea is going to be where I only have like a minute left, but let me just demonstrate this out up here. I'll do it up here. This is not like anything new. I'm sure people have seen this before. So there's a logistics network, right? That's all by itself, okay? And if you have the yellow line, it's connected, but if you go 1 square away, where it's not connected, but it's as close as you can get, what you can do is put some chests down in the middle, or there's different ways to do this, but you basically have a handoff station, right? So you'd have a requester chest here, actually not right there, one over. So requester chest there, and you'd have some provider chests there, and then you put your right in the middle in the green zone. You put your so you can see the logistic bots can pick up from here, but they can't fly over and grab or put into this chest. And so what I can do is I can have some transfer stuff going on where I have bots dedicated to mining and putting stuff into ore chests. And then these, I don't think I would go directly here. What I would do is, there'd be some middleman, right? There'd be like a train station going here. Then this is like the edge, and that's just loading stuff up. And then this one would maybe pass over to a larger storage area, and then bots can come and get out of that storage area. This is kind of like the general idea that I played with. I've done it once before, maybe twice before, and I don't remember how it went. I don't remember if I liked it or not. It was so long ago. So I might toy with that idea and see where I want to do it, because I'm thinking about long term, like these patches here, these patches here, right? I don't know if I'll ever get to those, but I'm trying to make it so that I can consume patches very, very quickly, right? But I do have a lot, so we'll see. Okay, so in the next episode, I'm going to wait between episodes until this whole row gets built out, and in the next episode we'll be able to copy paste it and start setting stuff up to build. We'll get the basics done first, and I think we'll use these rows like the same blueprint for green and red and blue circuit. And in fact, I might do, this might be a good spot to do green circuits and like red circuits and then one row of blue circuits, right? So like, I don't know, I'm gonna do some calculations to figure out how many I need minimum to get what I want late game. So hopefully I'll have that all done for tomorrow's episodes. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.